Alright, how can we get the POH mod in Minecraft? Well, basically we're going to go to CurseForge and search for POWAH. I recommend Re-Architected, which is a port of POWAH for 1.18 and up, okay? It says here, created by Umi, who licensed it for further development as they haven't updated since 2021. So we'll go to Files, Mod Loaders, Forge, all versions, and 1.20.1, or whichever version you want. 3 buttons, Get File. Where should we save this file? We'll save it using Windows key plus R, okay? Type app data, go to roaming, Minecraft, and the mods folder. If it doesn't exist, right-click new and create a folder called mods, okay? Alright, next we'll go to relations, grab cloth config, and guide me. These 2 mods should be enough to get us going. I've also included Architecture, okay? If you don't see it, just search for Architecture, and it'll pop up. Look for Architecture API. Got it? Mod loaders, Forge, all versions 1. 20.1, that's it. Remember, it's crucial to open Minecraft using Forge and we're set, okay? So that's it. Hope you found this helpful. Alright, so in the POWAH mod, we start with this key element called dielectric paste, which is the base for crafting everything. You make dielectric paste like this, with coal, clay balls, and lava buckets and such. From there, we can start making capacitors, these things here, okay? Capacitors, I mean, and these crafting recipes here, which all stem from the dielectric paste. Then we have the basic capacitor and the large basic capacitor, 2 types, got it? With these, we unlock our first crafting with the dielectric casing, made like this, and the dielectric rod is crafted this way, allowing us to make the furnator, see? The furnator, as you can see, is a starter that can store up to 20,000 energy. Its maximum extraction is 80 energy per tick. I think that's per second, and it generates 20, okay? Well, let's see how it works. Basically, we can use coal, right? I understand we can use any fuel, right? Let's see. We can put lava in it, okay? It'll burn lava, like coal, slowly regenerating to 80. /T stands for tick. Got it? Sorry, I'm struggling a bit. So we can use lava, coal, regular coal, and it'll just keep burning, alright? To generate, well, that energy. Okay, POWAH is just a mod for power generation. So there you have it. How does the Magmator work? Well, the Magmator, as you can see, has that crafting recipe with dielectric paste, plastic capacitors, okay? And well, the Magmator runs on lava, not much else to it. It's a device that stores 20,000 energy, can extract up to 80 energy per tick, and generates up to 20 energy per tick, right? So, as you can see, we fill it with lava, and it starts generating energy. Pretty straightforward. There are different levels, okay? This applies to all devices, got it? There's the basic level, and then we can upgrade and so on. How do you upgrade it? Well, by spending resources, okay? With nitro crystals, which we'll see how to get later, it's a pretty advanced part, almost endgame. Well, not quite endgame, but definitely more advanced. So yeah, that's how the Magmator works. How does the thermo generator work? Well, the thermo generator works with heat, okay? Yes, I'll grab a new one and we'll set it up. And this one, as you see, well, it'd be cool without any data, right? Let's get a new one. We'll place it here and put this here to generate heat. Let's see how it goes. Sometimes it's slow to update. I'll keep you posted, okay? Just be patient. And basically what we need to do is accumulate heat, okay? And fill it with water, got it? So we'll take some water and put it there. Heat builds up there, see? As you can see, when it's in contact with heat, it processes water. If we remove the heat now, it stops processing, okay? Now it's processing again. See that? Well, we just fill this with water and it keeps generating energy. It's that simple. Important. If we add a blazing crystal block, it generates much more energy. In other words, it'll give me much more energy just from the content. I'm not sure if there's a difference between magma block and lava. I don't know. Let's place it and see how fast it goes. Okay, now for the speed, yes, there is a difference. It's faster with lava. So basically, the hotter it is, the faster it'll go, okay? Now, how do you make a block of blazing crystal? Well, with blazing crystal, of course. Blazing crystal is made with an energizer. It's a bit more advanced, but I'll show you that process later. Alright, let's see how the solar panel works, okay? It says starter here. So we have this solar panel. It stores 20,000, generates 80 energy per tick, and produces 20 energy per tick. It's made with photoelectric paints, crafted like this. We also have basic capacitors, dielectric chasing, and not much else. How does it work? Well, we simply place it down, okay? I recommend connecting it to an energy cell, like this one. Let's grab a cell, we connect a cable, and put the solar panel here, okay? The cool thing is, you can add as many as you want. It's not too expensive to craft and doesn't consume energy. I think that's the best part. It doesn't use anything, right? And then we can keep stacking to increase production. See? As you can see, it's now generating a nice amount, about 1000 per second or more. Also keep in mind that cables have a maximum energy capacity, and on the other hand, we have this, okay? It's the lens of Ender, right? Hey, do you see it generating now? Alright, let's take this panel and cover it up, okay? Theoretically, when it's fully covered, it should... Oh wait, hold on, there it is. Okay, now let's put the panel on. As you can see, if I uncover it, it generates, but if I cover it again, it stops. It should stop generate. There we go. How do we keep it generate? Well, basically, if we put a lens of Ender on it, okay? It's this lens that says, use a photoelectric pane on an Enderman. Let's see, pane. Okay, so I guess it's with a glass pane or a solar panel. I think it's a glass pane, right? Because I don't see anything else. You get it that way, and it goes through blocks, okay? We can generate energy by passing through blocks with the solar panel. Does that mean it'll generate at night? No, I don't think it generates at night, but we can have a plant underground or stack solar panels. Not bad, right? Not bad at all. Alright, let's talk about how to get uranite, okay? We have uranite right here. Uranite is obtained raw or processed through the Energizer, okay? From one ore, you can get 3 or 10. Got it? So, as we'll see, we're looking for this uranite. Sorry. This ore appears in normal stone and deep slate, so it's throughout the overworld, okay? Specific spawn ranges aren't listed, alright? They're not specified anywhere, and where they are, it doesn't make much sense. Just explore, and when you see a brightly glowing, almost fluorescent ore, that's uranite, okay? So that's it. It's that simple. Alright, how does the reactor work in the POAH mod? Well, there are different levels of reactors, okay? Let's take the starter. It has this crafter here, 4 uraninite, 4 basic capacitors, and a dielectric casing. Just right click, and everything starts building as we can see. Important, we'll need water, uraninite, redstone, ice, or dry ice, okay? And a carbon block. We just open this, add water, and put in the uraninite. The uraninite basically generates the energy, okay? But it also generates heat, right? Let's add redstone to consume more. Temperature's still rising, so we add some ice. Okay, what does the ice do? It reduces the temperature. What happens if we don't reduce the temperature? Well, I'm no genius, but I'm pretty sure it explodes, okay? Redstone, as you can see, increases fuel consumption, speeds things up, and coal does the same, improving efficiency. Got it? So yeah. It enhances the efficiency of our existing product, thus making better use of the uraninite. So it's in our interest, right? And well, it'll just keep generating energy there. I'm not sure how much energy one uraninite produces, I don't know, but given we have 10,000, maybe about 30,000, yeah? Something like that. So yeah, that's how it works. It's that simple. Not much more to it, no big mystery. As I said, there are different levels, okay? To progress and generate energy in larger quantities. Alright, how do energy cells work? It's not that complicated, okay? They work with cable connectors, these cables here. Obviously, each level has its own cable. Let's grab an energy cable and cell and connect them to store energy. Some interesting questions. If I have energy stored, what breaks it? Seems to be a wooden pickaxe. Checking high level ones, but it looks like all use wooden pickaxes. Interesting question. If it has energy and I break it, does energy remain? Let's find out. This one has 730,000. We break it and it still has the energy, so it's not lost. How do we transmit energy? Using cables, of course. It has connectors on all sides. Simple as that. The big question, can energy be extracted? Yes, it can. Crouch, select north, set to push mode. See what I did? Now let's push. Oops, I selected the wrong one, right? Wait a sec. In pull mode, it'll take energy away. It's that simple, got it? I think that covers it. How does the energizing orb work? Well, this orb helps us obtain energizing steel and various elements. Basically, we'll be using energy, got it? We'll connect this furnace with cables in the POG mod to make energizing rods, okay? One is enough, but more rods will speed up the energy transfer, alright? So what's next? Let's grab an energizing rod to show you. I'm not making this up, okay? We place it here. Now, what do? To make energizing steel, we need gold and iron. We take gold and iron, place them, right-click, and the lasers start generating. Can you use stack? Looks like the max is 5, and it won't craft more. Wonderful. Crouching removes it all at once. Got it? So, just keep doing this. Placing items and crafting, okay? Remember, more energy means faster crafting, but it'll use more power too. It's that simple. Alright, how do we get energized steel? Well, basically, we need an iron ingot and a gold ingot for energized steel, okay? Simply right-click an energizing orb with the iron ingot. Got it? This orb is connected to various energizing rods, see? These rods are powered by a cable linked to a furnace. So, we put in iron and gold, right? 1 iron and 1 gold ingot. If you mess up, just crouch, right-click, and remove it. And there you have it. Energized steel. It's that easy. Alright, how can we get all the crystals from the mod? They're very important, okay? They are the blazing crystal, neotic crystal, spirited crystal, and nitro crystal. Got it? First, we need an energy source, like an oven or furnace. Connect it with wires to the energizing rods. Make sure it shows 10,000 out of 10,000 stored energy down here. Now let's put an energizing orb in the center and check the recipes. What do I need for a blazing crystal? Well, either a blaze rod and 90,000 energy, or 4 blaze powder and 120,000 energy. Let's keep it simple and use blaze rods, okay? Now we put in the blaze rod and you can see it takes time. Obviously, the higher the level of the, let's see, energizing, yeah, the higher level it is, the faster it'll go, okay? But now we've got our first crafting done. All right, for the neotic crystal, what do we need? Diamond. So we grab a diamond, right? And place it here. I didn't see how much energy it needs. It's asking for 300,000. As you can see, it'll take longer now because energy transfers at a different rate. Next is the spirited crystal, needing 1,000,000 energy and an emerald. I'll test if energy's lost if I run out mid-crafting. Nope, it's not. The energy stays accumulated, so no worries. Lastly, we've got the nitro crystal, nether star, 2 redstone block, 1 blazing crystal, and 20 million energy. In return, we'll get 16, lasting us quite a while. So yeah, just keep going. Alright, so how does the ender cell work? Basically, it's a battery that charges remotely. Got it? Here we have an ender cell being charged by a solar panel, see? It's currently increasing by 32.77. Now this one's increasing too. Why? Because it's a shared battery. If I place it here, you'll see it's also sharing. Okay? Let's look at the crafting recipe. Important to note, it has different channels, right? It has up to 12 channels. To select other channels, we need higher levels. Got it? In Nitro, you can generate different channels, not just 1 and 2. This way, you can manage energy for multiple batteries. See? Then we have the Ender Gate, which is the energy output, okay? It outputs up to 1,000,000 energy per tick, which is huge. As you can see, the storage is 2 billion, alright? So we have a really large storage capacity, and that's it. It's that simple. How does the energy hopper work? It's quite simple. Basically, it's a hopper that uses energy to charge items inside it. Got it? For example, this battery is empty and we have a hopper that can transfer 1,000 energy per tick, okay? Some hoppers can transfer up to 2 million, alright? So what's the point of this? Well, if we place a battery here now, it'll start charging, see? As you can see, it's charging and our battery is filling up quite efficiently. So the cool thing is we can charge all chargeable items from this mod and others through this hopper, okay? As you can see, the hopper has a storage capacity of 1 million at the first level, right? At more advanced levels, it can hold up to 2 trillion. So we have a very, very high storage capacity. So yeah, that's what it does. Make sure to aim correctly, okay? The output of this hopper is here, see? And the input would be this. Obviously, we'll need to connect it to a battery or cell, and that's it. Alright, how do batteries work? Well, batteries are used to charge items in our inventory, okay? In this POWAH mod, it's an energy mod without energy using accessories. Other mods have tools and armor that need energy. You know, to use this battery, we just shift right click, and now it's like glowing, which means it'll charge any item in our inventory. We can equip it as a charm, alright? To charge a battery, we can use an energy hopper, okay? Set up an energy hopper, chest, and ender cell to charge it. I'm not sure if we can put it directly here too, okay? We can also put it directly in an ender cell indeed. The energy hopper's great for charging multiple batteries hands-free. So yeah, that's how they work. How does the player transmitter work? Well, basically this element charges energy to the player dimensionally, okay? Here we have the plates, the binding cards. It's a card that says right click to bind, okay? To bind to the player, there it is, and buy and dimensional. So this basically, we put the card on it, okay? Now the card's connected to the player and it'll give energy to the player, okay? What for? Well, to charge it, to be able to recharge any energy using tool without needing to carry a battery manually, okay? Now, if we have the other process, or the other binding card here, you see it says to use it on an Enderman or Endermite for the dimensional one, right? The normal binding card is made that way, and the blank card like this. Well, if we put this in, we'll have energy regeneration, as long as this tool is loaded, of course, from the player dimensionally. Important, the chunk must be loaded, okay? So either use a mod to keep chunks loaded or modify Minecraft to keep the chunk loaded, got it? I understand the POWAH mod itself doesn't keep the chunk with a player transmitter loaded, okay? Keep that in mind, it's crucial. Honestly, if POWAH devs see this, they should make the player transmitter stay loaded. It'd be cool if they added an interface to keep the chunk loaded just by placing this. I get it might be tricky, maybe add a message when placing it, but not much else. Otherwise, this tool doesn't make much sense, right? So that's it. Simple as that. Hope you enjoyed it. And finally, to wrap up the mod explanation, let's talk about how the energy discharger works, okay? Just like we can charge most objects, like this battery here, by placing it in these slots, we can also discharge it. This is useful if, say, we're upgrading a battery level to avoid wasting that stored energy. You simply place it here and start discharging the item you no longer want charged. This can be handy if you need energy quickly or want to transport it via batteries instead of long cable runs. So yeah, it's that simple. And with that, I've completed the explanation of the mod, covering everything. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in future videos.